Ultra Instinct Goku, welcome! Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for stopping by the Battle Network stream. Stream died again. There's something hilarious about a game involving the woes of network society. Also experiencing woes of network society. But there we go. I don't know. Like, I had a really good streak there, where we weren't having any stream issues. I thought I had it all sorted out. So I guess I gotta go back to the drawing board again, but thank you all for your patience. We're doing great, thank you. I'm doing fine anyway. Hope everyone's doing well. So it's interesting that even though we turned off that filter, the text is still very obviously HD. It looks a little out of place compared to everything else, but it's all good. This is the Nintendo Switch release of the Battle Network Legacy Collection. Alright, is everything looking good then? Let's take this moment while we let people refine the stream. Again, thanks for everyone's understanding. So you can change the border. We can get the ye old pink border here, looking pretty snazzy. What else can we get? Watch, one of these borders probably has like spoilers in it or something. No, not in that case at least. I mean, this one, like, it's not really spoilery. Can't even really see it because of how zoomed in I am anyway. But that's cool, very cool. Ika-chan! Yeah, I remember someone was telling me about that. Again, it's so sad that the 3DS eShop shut down. You know, even the Wii U eShop. Just the other day I was telling a friend about a game that I liked on the NES. And I was thinking about, oh my gosh, you know, it was on the Wii U eShop. If it was still there, they could have gone and bought it. But alas. Because yeah, there were a lot of games on the Wii U eShop which still aren't on, you know, any other platform, which is really unfortunate to buy. But okay, so thanks again, everyone. Let's pick up from where we were. Basically, we came home from school and there's this weird man in our house checking on the home safety panel. No, it was actually Baseball Simulator 1.000 on the NES. Culture Brain did some great stuff. I think their only game on Switch Online is like Kung Fu Heroes. They're probably their worst game. Hopefully the other ones come soon, because they had a lot of stuff on the Wii U eShop. Exploding ovens. But yeah, hopefully we don't have any more technical issues. If it keeps up, we'll have to see about, you know, maybe we won't keep going back. Like, why? Why internet? Why must you do this? We think a virus might be responsible for the accidents. So he's checking every home's panel just to be safe. That's Lan, always being in the way, even though they have like a really spacious living room. He just, you know, can't even be in the vicinity. Alright, don't think there's anything else we can really do here for now. I mean, that's again, you gotta check everything, because you just never know when there's gonna be a chip under something in the fridge, in this vase, you never know. And every game's different too, so it's like remembering, alright, in the 5th game, there's something hidden in this spot of the house, but in the 4th game, there's this spot. So it just ends up, every time you play a Battle Network game, you just click everything again, because good luck remembering. And like, you know, the bookshelves, there could be something in here. Or these drawers are usually something in here. His secret tools. Can we go on the internet? There we go. So wait a second, so we came to our room to get out of the way. What exactly were we supposed to do again? Thankfully, at any time you can press the L button. It reminds you what to do. Okay, so we're just supposed to go on the internet. Gotcha. No, so, again, it's a Nintendo Switch game. I mean, Mega Man's on the internet, if that's your question. And the internet looking very primitive in this original release. With, you know, the floating E's in the background, very characteristic of the internet in the year 2001. I remember it like it was yesterday. Alright, so we gotta do a fetch quest, because that's what we do in RPGs. So you get different shortcut codes, which you can use to access different areas at times, just like, you know, bookmarks in your web browser, like when you use Netscape. So here is the cross shot. So by this guy being in the middle, we can do like a double thing like that, and defeating more than one enemy at once gets you better busting levels. So it looks like we got a trophy up there. Awesome operator, probably for defeating 2 enemies at once. Battles can have a maximum of 3 enemies at a time. But even for as good as we did, all we got was money. Which money's good. There's always good stuff to buy in the Battle Network games, so it never hurts to have a little bit of extra cash. You get these doors, which you can't open yet. Shotgun K. Oh, I haven't saved yet, which is interesting. We should probably do that at some point. But okay, I'll take that. Any other J's? No. So let me go down here. Take that off all of them, and then unfortunately that leaves 10 left. If you move back and forth, it was always the theory that, you know, it helped you shoot faster. Also, in Battle Network 1, your health gets refilled after every battle, which is interesting. Where in later Battle Network games, you have to do like health management, where, you know, your health will carry over between fights, and you gotta worry about that. But in this game, Battle Network 1 is probably the easiest Battle Network game. Because of, you know, more difficult elements that they didn't even add into Battle Network 2. And all the chips in this game are just so darn strong. Okay, I was gonna save, that's it. Save complete, didn't even have to overwrite anything because it was the first time. Yeast Bunny. Trophy system here is probably because the Switch doesn't have an achievement system. I really liked PS3 trophies back in the day. It's not the same to me. Oh, you can't even like view the trophies from the menu here? Seems kind of flawed. Unless I'm missing it. But, I mean, that seems like the kind of thing it should let you view while you're in-game. But, you know, part of the fun of trophies was that, you know, here's a platinum trophy that anyone who clicks on your account can see. Where, when it's just something in-game that you can't really share with others, you know, it's not the same. So as a result, you know, I don't typically worry about achievements in Switch games, but I platinumed a few difficult games back in the day on the PS3, like 3D Dot Game Heroes was a really fun one. I remember the summer I did that. That was great. You have to beat the game on Spelunker mode. Of course, you know, Spelunker, the weakest character in video game history, drops 3 inches and dies in midair. So it's pretty much a mode where you have to beat the entire game without taking a hit, and that was great. But there was a really powerful sword you could get that essentially took up the entire screen, so that helped a lot. Oh, 3D Dot Game Heroes, a game that definitely deserves a remake at some point. Alright, so Shockwave is a great chip. Good power, but does it go with anything in my folder? See, I don't have any other Ks. So if I were to add that to my folder, that would be the only chip I could use per turn, because nothing matches with it. So as strong as it is, it's kind of like, not now. Maybe if I get more K chips later. This guy gonna be like the store? HP memory is great. It adds 20 more to your maximum health. Power up is also very good. It allows us to do a couple different things. So if we go to Megaman here, when you get a power-up item, you can either increase your attack, increase your rapid fire, or increase your ability to charge your Buster Shot when you don't have any other chips to use. And those are all 3 really good things. Also, I see X there. It says download chip. Like, can only be used once. Like, ever? I don't know why I'd want that. But gotcha. There's a road there. So, yeah, you can buy HP memory, different things. Actually, we didn't really check out what the rest of the store had. Maybe we'll do that. Again, not so happy with the selection of chips you get at the beginning of the game, but it is what it is. I'm playing this with the Joy-Cons for the extremely accurate inputs that the directional buttons give you, and it feels quite nice. This is a game where you want accurate button presses. You don't want Mega Man to be, like, you know, flying in the wrong direction and messing up your attacks. Is there a virtual console on Switch? So, unfortunately, you could have bought all of the Battle Network games on the Wii U, but now that the shop is closed, this is pretty much the only way to play them. Funny how that, the release of this coincided with that. You know, the eShop closes down, and then immediately this is available. So see, Wide Sword K, if I wanted to start building up the K code in my folder, you know, that would be something I could contribute to that. Hammer A, you know, it sounds good, but it's not really that good. Recover C, Cannon C. There's reasons you might want that, but not for that price at the moment. We need more money, so let's go. Alright, so we have fetched what we set out to fetch. Now we gotta take him back. I mean, I guess we don't take him back. He just kind of loafs around. We gotta go back and tell the guy about it. So it's called the Megaman Battle Network Legacy Collection. It's part of a collection now. When you buy it on the eShop, you might be able to buy the 2 parts individually. But I bought a cartridge that had both halves on it, and yeah, so far it's looking pretty good. The game where Scott the Waz's outro came from, but interestingly, he's never reviewed 3D Game Heroes. And now he no longer uses that theme because he couldn't get the rights to it, which is unfortunate. But yeah, so it's unfortunate that's kind of, you know, what it's known for these days, when 3D Game Heroes is just a really cool game on its own. I think it was very underappreciated back in the day. Anything down this way? Again, so these are access points where when you get people's codes, you can like go to their homepage. Remember back in the day when everyone had a homepage? I thought the concept of creating my own website was so cool when I was a kid. I really wanted to create my own website. So, you know, there was like GeoCities and freewebs.com. Man, those were the best. Big Phil, we're back. Yes, sorry about that. We weren't down for too long, so I apologize. You know, if you've missed a couple minutes worth here, but apologize for the interruption. And glad to see everyone's finding their way back to the stream. Let's hope, fingers crossed, that nothing else like that happens. So see, now that I have a few of them, it might be worth to start adding them to my folder. Do they? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So. Like, X panel I don't use. Like, what letters aren't really all that helpful? Like, we have a few S's, L's, N's. Crossgun's kind of weak, right? And, like, it's the only thing that takes up a whole letter. So I could take all of those out for something more powerful. And that leaves one crossgun, which I could replace with, Shotgun K. I mean, again, so we can start building up. You know, I don't care for X panel, so now look at all the Ks that we have in there. So that will be great. You know, that will allow us to hopefully pick some more than one thing per turn. Shotgun K, Shockwave K. Yeah, so there you go. And that's the strategy in this game, is to, you know, get more chips, build a better folder, get good, and then win the game. But remember, again, there's so much post-game content, particularly in Battle Network 2 and 3, it's far more than just completing the story. So the cool thing about Shockwave is that it pierces through enemies. So like if we go up here, you get like a 2-for-1 deal. And again, we took a little bit of damage, but you get your health back after every battle in this game, so nothing really to cry over. The big problem is that will reduce our busting level, meaning we don't get as good of stuff at the end of the fight. But one hit shouldn't be a big deal. And alright, moving on. So, okay, so maybe it wanted me to go back to his access point, which might have actually been at the other end. I didn't think about that. Or I wonder if we can just like walk over to Yai's house and jack in there. We're gonna check that out. Yeah, that accurate movement that the Joy-Cons give you is really nice. At least Neo Cities exists. I've never checked it out, but that's cool. Okay, so at any time you can press the R button to jack out, which is nice. Takes you. Well, I'd say that depending on the game and depending on the situation. No, it doesn't let us go anywhere. So okay, so we're gonna have to find it. I forget which access point is guys. We'll have to check them all, I guess. Again, the internet's layout in the first game is like super primitive. And it's funny how the internet looks different in every game, which is kind of, again, a metaphor for the fact that it seems like every other week, you know, the internet that we use looks different. Web design changes. You know, again, I would love to see that old web aesthetic brought back with just, you know, the GIFs everywhere and the under construction tape. Those were the days. Okay, so Shockwave K. I think in Battle Network 1, you can have up to 5 of the same chip in your folder, which is really OP if you find like a chip that's really strong. Where later games it was cut down to like 4 with some other restrictions as well. What do we want to take out? Like L, I don't really care for anything L, honestly. And recovery 10's kind of useless, so there you go. And even then, you know, we might as well put recover 10A because that melds better with other chips we have. And the mini bombs will gradually get removed. I'm not a big fan of the throwable items. Except for Prism because it's completely broken. Thanks, Big Phil. Yeah, I know it's a day thing, but really appreciate people checking it out as, you know, regardless. Hope you're all having a nice Friday. Almost the weekend, and have you all been having as nice of weather as we've had here? It's like freaking summer weather. I personally love it. You know, I could do 30-degree temperature, 30 degrees Celsius temperature all day, every day, but I know that's not everyone's thing. So see, this is the beauty of this. That's the way you want to build your folder up. To have the chips to just take out, you know, enemies in like 3 seconds. And it feels really good when you can accomplish that. But again, when you first start the game, the chip selection you have is not that great. You're going to get a lot of clunkier battles where things don't always go that smoothly, like right now. This is unfortunately going to be a fight where we can take out one guy, but the other guy, we're going to have to wait a couple seconds before we can get back to the customized screen. And there you go. Some things being higher res than everything else looks kinda goofy, but you still prefer the sprites being pixelated as they were always intended to be. Yeah! I mean, when you look at it on the small Game Boy Advance, it was really hard to pick out the individual pixels too. But I agree, I don't like, you know, stretching and stuff like that. I like, you know, when it's in its original form, so I can agree with that. But alright, 2 mini bombs, so 1 mini bomb for you. I don't remember there being such a delay between when you could throw chips, but maybe that's a Battle Network 1 thing, I just haven't played it in so long. And again, the last time I played Battle Network 1 all the way through, it was the DS remake. So it's possible that, you know, things were a little bit different in that as well. So that's not the one we need to use. Okay, so literally, it was probably that one like right by the entrance. So now that we've, you know, this was all for the purpose of getting some more money and getting some more chips. We're moving on up. So I was probably supposed to take it right here. I don't know why I was so confident that this was not where I was supposed to go, but now I know. Like, is this the one after all that? No, we still don't have that address, so maybe this way. But, you know, this really does represent what the internet used to feel like. This massive open world where you could wander anywhere. And just, you know, you never knew where you were going to end up. The internet feels a lot more closed now. Where it's like there's a total of 3 different websites that we visit on a daily basis. And that's about it. Oh yeah, I never played the fan translation. I played it just in its original form. What? I was sure this was... Okay, well I forget where to go. We'll find it. So Shockwave looks good. So we can do like a triple thing here. So we're gonna get this guy to come to the middle. And we're gonna get this... No, I messed that one up. So you're in the middle. There we go. So see, you can do cool things like that when you put your mind to it. But okay, so which access point this is then? I thought I tried them all. Maybe I didn't. And that's the thing about Battle Network 2, is I enjoy the battles so much that it never usually bothers me to have to run around the internet a little bit extra anyway. You know, get more money, get more chips, and any extra chips you get can be used in that chip trader later, which is all good. But I know that's, you know, for all you watching, let's get on with the story already. Alright, Shockwave K. So I think I can fit one more of those into my folder, so we might as well do it. Cannon B. Mini bombs. So C's kind of a useless letter right now. So Shockwave. Can I fit 2 in? Oh, I can too. And what about the Cannon B? That can fit where? Yeah, so right now we're building up a nice number of A's. The B's are so-so. Yeah, I could fit a few more in there. Shotgun K's. Pretty good. Mini Bomb L's. Yeah, we don't need these. So we can put a couple of those in instead. And there you go. So we're whittling down the number of different codes that we have in our folder, and that's what you want to do to become more powerful in the battles. And there's also, of course, stun too, where if you try to use an attack and you get hit in that exact moment, something like that happens. I tried to sneak it in early, but I paid the price for that. Wow. I'm not a big fan of recovery chips. I usually take those all out when I can. Well, that didn't work. Alright, there we go. Not my best battle, but we got it done. So I know we've checked this one. Oh, I was sure I checked that one. Bah humbug. Alright, so we found the program. Wow, his eyes look freaky in Super HD. Okay, so we're supposed to jack out here. But we're going to see if there's any items in here, which there are. So let's go check that out. We should probably also save. Just never know what might accidentally happen. Well, it doesn't even ask you if you want to overwrite data in this one. It just goes right to it. What can we do? Nothing all that impressive here. So I'm going to take all those swords with the hope that we get something better in the next turn. But yeah, so far really liking the collection. Might have made more sense to take the 2 shotguns, but oh well, we'll do that next turn. Recover 30, okay. So, and again, so let's go to the library here. So as someone who loves collecting, Battle Network games always have a lot of stuff to collect. In this case, I think this game has 175 different chips, and they aren't sectioned off into different categories like they were starting with Megaman Battle Network 3. So yeah, not too many chips in this game compared to the other ones. Battle Network 2, I believe, goes up to 250. But still, lots of content to strive for. You know, if you're looking for more to do than just the main story. That cannon missed. Oh, I was mashing the A button. I don't remember there being such a big delay between when you could use chips or not. But for whatever reason, this game really seems to not want you to use more than one chip, like every couple seconds. So the dash attack, that's a new chip that we just got. Alright, so let's do this again. So your busting level is also determined by how much you move in a fight. So moving to a minimal degree also helps you get better items. So that will probably be 9. If I have the book, I have the complete collection of Battle Network strategy guides in Japanese. Does it list this at the beginning? I know that the base level is 9, and then different conditions make your busting level go up or down. Like defeating 2 enemies at once gives you +2 points, so that'd be 9 + 2 = S. I think if you move once, it's fine. If you move twice, that's -1 busting level, so it takes you down to 8. Where in the manual might that be? In the strategy guide here. Oh, okay, I got it. So Alright, so if you take 0 damage, you get 1 additional point. Okay, so what's the base then? Okay, so if you move between 0 and 2 times, you get +1 point. And if you move 3 or more, you get 0. Okay, so it's not a subtraction. So maybe the base is 8. Or no, there's not really any base. Okay, so so if you win the battle in under 5 seconds, you get 7 points. That's right. So that would be 7. So you don't move at all. +1 is 8. Plus no damage is 9. And then defeating 2 enemies together gives you +2 points, which takes you up to S. Yeah, so that's the way that the ranking system works in the Battle Network games. Move as little as possible, take as little damage as possible, defeat as many enemies as you can at the same time, and your busting rank will go up. So in that case, 9 because it was 7 for under 5 seconds, no damage +1, no moving +1, but we didn't get the +2 points from defeating 2 enemies at the same time. So that means you can never get an S rank, I guess, if you're only fighting 1 enemy. So in that case, we move twice, so we get the 9 again. I love the little, there's just so much kind of, under the hood to the Megaman Battle Network games that you can really dive into. Or you can just kind of experience them, as they are. Don't think too much about it. It's really up to you how you play the games. But I think we're just about done in here. I was just checking out to make sure there's nothing else to pick up. Gotta have one last battle with a whole ton of enemies. And we're just kind of a sitting duck for a couple minutes here as we don't have anything good to use. Alright, but with that, we should be able to move on with the game. Again, the way I usually play games like this is I enjoy doing everything except what you're supposed to do before doing that, which does not always lend itself so well to online entertainment, I understand, but I figured everyone might be interested in seeing this game. Again, since it's just been so long since there's been any Battle Network content, I always appreciate seeing it back. So, oh man, not the oven exploding. Hotcakes. Not even localized as pancakes, but hotcakes. So in addition to just exploring the internet, jacking into random things like the doghouse, there are more streamlined levels that you travel through, which typically have a boss at the end. And that's the case right here. So the first one is the Exploding Oven of Doom. And there's usually some sort of gimmick to go along with them. Like in this one, you have to put out some fires. As I knew there was going to be a guy I had to talk to put out fires, so he's waiting over here. Oh wait, no. We gotta go find it somewhere else. But alright, shotgun Q. I don't think I've ever made a folder of Q chips. Oh, a random battle time. So compared to all the battles we've done, nothing so difficult. There we go. They sure are hotcakes now, He's Bunny. Exactly. So, again, the mystery data colors are so weird. In the first game, I really don't understand what the colors mean. Where in the second game onwards, green is just random. They appear whenever you leave the internet and come back with random items. Blue are items that only appear once. Once you pick them up, they're done. And purple typically means you got to unlock it with a subchip unlocker, but I don't know why it's purple here, but it is. Well, I mean, that's kind of your problem. Imagine in the year 2001 not having antivirus. Windows XP was like the most exposed operating system ever. Wow, look at all those shockwaves. So we can do a thing like this. There you go. This song kind of sounds like a classic Mega Man song. So there's a lot of references to classic Mega Man in the Battle Network games. I mean, just the fact, you know, that all the different, you know, net navis are all based on classic Mega Man Robot Masters. I mean, I say all, there's a few that aren't. But generally they are. And you'll even notice that sometimes the background music sounds like that as well, you know, to match up with whatever, you know, classic theme they were going for. In this case, a burning oven, fire. I wonder who we're going to encounter. But yeah, the Battle Network series, it really took, you know, the Mega Man, you know, content that existed already and turned it into something so cool. People always say, oh, if it wasn't Mega Man, people wouldn't be as fond of the Battle Network games. And, you know, if they kept everything exactly the same and made a completely, you know, new series around it, I still would love the gameplay and the music and everything to do with it. But at the same time, I do think that the fact that it, you know, it takes so well from Mega Man lore that, you know, it's so cool. It's so cool what they did. And it's great to see it get more appreciation. Because it's funny that the fact that there were 6 Battle Network games, you know, more people definitely played like Pokemon back in the day. But alright, where am I going here? Down here sounds about right. Alright, so now we can put out fire. The oven music. Yes. Alright, so now we can put out fires. We're getting attacked with more fire. Boom! Dead in slow motion. Imagine sending someone an email after blowing up their house. It's like, haha, I gotcha. Typical villain revealing their plan. Gotta go find like a fire extinguisher, right? Take this vase and put it out. Put the, oh, this thing? No. What do you do? Someone's locked the door. The door is locked from the outside. How does that even work? Spawning. I know, quick, the toolbox upstairs. Okay. So, all his secret tools. Good thing, see, that's why it's good that we examined all the stuff beforehand, so we knew that was his secret toolbox. A good thing it was already loaded with like a year's supply of water. Alright, so now we can continue on. Nothing too difficult about this first level here. Again, you got to extinguish all the fires within 7 tries. It's nothing too difficult. There are some levels later in the game though, like the electric one. Oh my gosh, that one's rough. But yeah, if you've never played Battle Network before, I highly recommend picking up the collection. It's so cool. The series overall. And in Canadian, it was like $80. In the US, I'm assuming it's probably $60. You know, for 6 games with 4 of them having multiple versions, you can't go too wrong for the price. Lil Bomb T is pretty good. And even though it's probably not going to be an issue, we might as well save. I like the amount of money we have. We definitely have to go do some shopping after. But oh man, it's Fireman. Like he says S-E-Z. Man, remember the days of MSN speak? Those were the days. But again, there's nothing that ever gets too difficult in this game. I thought I had another chip. Okay, bosses also get stunned pretty easily in Battle Network 1, it seems. So it makes the fights even easier. Ugh. But I love the free movement. I think that the battle system is so great. Of course, this is early days. We're at the beginning of the game here. Nothing gets too complicated at this point. But battles get pretty intense later on, especially later in the series when they were just getting used to everything here. Nothing too difficult about this. Oh my gosh! I thought he was gonna move one more down. I took all the swords out. Or no, I don't think I did. I could swear I still had. And that's what battles come down to, is just making sure that the enemies are in front of you when you attack them. I'm going to mash A here. Maybe not a good idea? Oh, he moved, but thankfully it was back to the same row. And that's a boss. Level 4, not the best effort, but you usually get a decent amount of money from bosses, so you can't complain too much. I don't think you can actually get a boss's chip the first time you beat them. You have to go and get it later, so couldn't have done too much better. And there you go. So that's like the first main level of the game, and that's generally how it works. You do a whole bunch of stuff. You get, get like a level like that, and you finish it off, and that's how the game proceeds. It's a really fun game, though. I love the different, all the different strategy with the deck building, the folder building, and just the battles themselves are a lot of fun. It really keeps you, on your toes for sure. BYT. I don't remember there being so much text like that in Battle Network 1. Again, the last time I played it was in Japanese, so interesting. Poor hotcakes. I've gotten tired from all this excitement. Yeah, no doubt. Why don't you go out and play? So, I guess we can go out and do stuff, or you can call it a day. What else could we do? If we go to people's houses, yes. We can, like, go into different people's things. Hello, David Ray. Hope you're having a great day. Battle Network Legacy Collection came out today, so we're giving it a play. We're going around just collecting some items before we move on with the story here. But yeah, Megaman Battle Network, one of my all-time favorite series. Right up there with Professor Layton, which hilariously also is now getting a new game. So all of my favorite games, after being gone for like 10 years, are finally coming back. I love to see it. Yeah, thanks for stopping by though. Hope you're having a great Friday. Come to the front. There we go. Diego, hope you're having a great day. Thanks for stopping by. This is Battle Network Legacy Collection. 50, that's nice. Okay, so that. And that's part of the game too, just finding all the different things that you can jack into, basically anything that looks electronic, and you can plug in. It's so funny going back to these games and seeing this world where, you know, everything's connected online, and you're thinking, whoa, that's so cool, you know, people being able to send emails whenever they want, and now you look at the world and it's like, wow, yeah, that kind of happened. Oh, that's a little bit of a slow chip for that situation. Nice. And yeah, as we get new chips, we can keep customizing our folder. I don't think any of those letters really help with what I've got going on here. We can sort this by code as well. Sword B, interesting. Cannon bees. How many do I have in my folder already? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so K's. Shockwaves. Yeah, I think we've got 5 of those in there already. Alright. Looking good. Alright, so as I mentioned, HP memory. So battles will now have 120 health, and it goes up to a maximum of 1,000. So lots of different things to find throughout the game, for sure. In this case, I'm going to think of that. I'm wait for these guys to show up in front of me. An eye for an eye. And that's that. And here's the serve bot from Mega Man Legends. Again, I love all the references to different Mega Man games throughout. This toy was popular last year. It has a jack import, so I think that's what I was jacked into already when we were just doing that. Kind of like the kitchen here, raid the fridge. It would be rude to open someone else's refrigerator. Like, again, there's just so much text on everything. And we'll just keep working our way around the town. But the Battle Network games also like to hide NPCs behind behind objects. So you gotta press A everywhere. So we've jacked into her computer, but let's see here. Is this phone something different? Yes, it is. So yeah, when you jack into different objects, if they're not connected to the larger internet, they have kind of a smaller square cyberspace that you get to run around, and there's typically always an item to find in them, as well as usually some different viruses as well, so you might be able to get some good chips by fighting them. In this case, though, nothing too complicated here. You just checked the oven music. Sounds like the weapon music from Mega Man 3. Interesting. But you can definitely hear hints of different Mega Man series music in a lot of the Battle Network tracks, especially ones that are, you know, references to different bosses like Fireman. But yeah, if anyone else has this, how does online play work? Let's get out of the internet. And if I go to network. Oh! Please select a region to use Network features, you can change regions at any time. I mean, worldwide makes the most sense, it would seem. No, it doesn't just let you choose worldwide? Okay. And I'm pressing A, so maybe I just press B then? Okay. You can net battle, you can trade. If anyone wants to give me really strong chips. Public trade. Chip trade. Wait for a request. Okay, so you can't just go like to the wider web. But I guess if someone had my friend code? I'm gonna trade an extremely rare Cannon B. I'm ready for a trade. So can just anyone connect? Like, can I go out there and see like other people's trade requests? Or how does this work? I'm just waiting 5 minutes now to see if anyone wants to trade for my Cannon B, which I highly doubt. Quit matchmaking, I guess. How about net battle, public match, casual match, guest, practice, next. Let's make it a good one. An opponent could not be found. Okay, so you can just connect with random people then. But no one else is trying to do it at the exact same time, so... You know, hopefully this game has a good online community, because that's just another thing about, you know, Battle Network being an online, or rather, you know, being a game based on the internet. You always imagined as a kid, like, oh, I wish I could just, you know, battle against people over the internet. And now you can, so hopefully, again, this game has, like, you know, a nice, long, online life, and everyone has a good time. So I know there's already, like, an online community of people who play over emulator. And look, he has a GameCube, everybody! It's the latest in game machines you can jack into it. Imagine if video games stopped after the GameCube. I'm the control program for this game machine. Games keep getting better and better. Sure keeps... So in the original game, I wonder if the text was a reference to the GameCube. I feel like it could have been, but it might not also have been either. It's funny though that I wonder if you buy the PS4 version, if the GameCube is still there. Ooh, so you get Invis 2 guy. Ooh, is that good enough for a chip? It is too. So Invis makes you invisible for a few seconds, and as you'll see, you know, that was Invis 2. I don't even think we got the first one yet. But some chips will have 3 different versions, each additional, you know, version being better than the previous one in some way, such as was the case there. All right, looks like that's all over the internet. We can't battle him again. And look at that old computer. It's beige. Remember when computers were beige? I love it. I got these, like, you know, the sliding closet here. Again, you gotta click everything. You never know what you'll find. And yeah, and in different games, Dex has different things hooked up to his TV, which is kind of cool. Oh, I pressed left and A, but I guess I hit the A button first, so there it goes. But again, you get your health back after every battle, so it doesn't feel so bad when you make a dumb mistake in this game. So we got hit shortcut, and we're gonna get X Panel 3, which I don't think we really needed, but do one more battle, and then we'll get out of here, and we'll probably continue on with the story. Hey, there's our red guy. More power sounds good to me. But we don't really have anything good to deal with him. Hey, look, all the jelly donuts in the background. Okay, I think that's all we really need to do in here. So let's get out. And again, Mega Man Legends references on the carpet. Ugh. Takes me back to the glory days of Mega Man when you knew like every year or so there was going to be new Mega Man content to enjoy. Now it's been like what? Like 4 years since Mega Man 11? It's ridiculous. But I think we've... Oh, actually, we never went to the school, did we? Oh no, actually I don't think it will let us back in right now. That's probably it. Yeah. Okay, so with all that said and done then, looks like it's time to proceed on. So sometimes you just gotta go to bed. Even though it's still light out, it's like 5 in the afternoon. Time for bed. Whoa, who's that? So in the first game, you really get to explore the school, like every nook and cranny, as like a safe space, as a, what's it called, a space saving thing. I guess in later games, you know, they take out the hallways and stuff that aren't all that relevant. It's funny to see how the world kind of shifts around as you play through the series. And, you know, the Battle Network Legacy Collection, perfect way to do that. Like, this is a lot of content if someone's going to go through all these games and beat them now. Again, I did 100% all 6 Battle Network games back in the day. Had to trade with, you know, the later ones that had multiple versions and do all sorts of crazy things, but man, were they fun. I'm getting that email again. When I was a kid, I'd have my Game Boy Advance and it'd be like, oh, you know, imagining that I could get emails on that thing. And you know, now we all have phones. And it's like, oh, why are we all connected all the time? It's funny how it came full circle. Whoa, it's Yuichiro. Oh, he gives. Should have checked my emails earlier. It's like a week later I finally got that chip. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to go on the internet and buy the power-up, but oh well. We'll just keep saving up money, and I'm sure we'll go by there eventually. Oh, okay. She goes on about more tutorial stuff. And this is what we just read, and we read that too. All right. Gotta check everywhere. I like the trees. Okay, okay. Oh, we can go in here for now. There you go. So that's what I'm talking about. Gotta check every cabinet. Find all the things. They can't jack into it though. Yeah, so, you know, medical room is like a really common thing in Japanese schools, but none of the schools I ever went to, I don't think ever had that. Or if it did, I never had to go to it, I guess, so should be thankful for that. And again, you know, gotta check all these. You never know which one will have a night. Oh, see, got Repair A out of the massive desk at the front. So repair is good if tiles on your side of the board are broken. You can fix those back up. Stairs, but don't go in there. Okay. Anything else to investigate? No, looks like we're on our way to the classroom then. And so when you don't hold the B button, this is how fast he walks. He always has rollerblades strapped to his feet. I don't think I've seen anybody rollerblading in like 10 years. It was cool back in the day though. Alright, I should stop investigating every last thing. What is that? What is that? I robbed Fatline from L Books. On loan now. Hey, there you go. See, you think I'm just checking everything for no reason, but there really is stuff hidden everywhere. Usually in Battle Network games, it comes down to there being like one thing you're missing, and it ends up being like in that one little crevice that you never checked. That's the kind of games we're dealing with. Is that it? Oh, I got like... Oh, there you go. See, finding more stuff. Unfortunately, they're mostly chips I won't use. Like, that's the thing, too. It's like, a lot of the stuff you find, you probably won't end up using. But, you know, for the hoarder in all of us, the Battle Network games are the games to play. 5B, and that's in the hall. Which class is mine? Oh, it is 5B. Shoot. I already got on the 5A first. I forgot it was 5B. Alright, sneaking in the class. Alright everyone, listen up, it's Mr. Higsby. He'll be helping me teach the class for the next 2 weeks. He collects battle chips, it's his hobby. Definitely not obsessed or anything. Looking forward to trading with all of you. The new teacher's kinda scary. It's just sorta weird. You didn't think teachers had hobbies too. Everyone's got to have a hobby. Let's give Mr. Higsby a warm welcome, okay? And that's all for homeroom, like world's fastest homeroom. There we go. End of the game, we beat it. From just watching 10 minutes alone, I've convinced you to get this collection hacking quacking. Welcome, hope you're having a great day. Battle Network games are so fun. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. They used to write on blackboards with this chalk stuff. Then you had to wipe it with a big eraser. Yuck. Now you can just jack in and erase it. So that's like the subtle hint that, well, I guess we can't jack into this one. But usually you can. He's sure strange for a teacher. Just me if I ended up going to Japan and teaching English. And there's program advances as well. Hinting at that. You can't battle him again. I guess I beat him too bad that last time. Well, he's just like saying out the alphabet. Remembering these chip codes sure is hard. Remember the order and good will come. Okay, so oh, that struggle. I don't know how many times I'd end up in. Oh, there was one time when it was like a, you know, I didn't do my homework that night. I was like, okay, I'll wake up like, you know, an hour early for school or something and I'll do it. And it just ended up being way more than I thought it was going to be. So I'm like, crap, I didn't get this done. So I'm like, Mom, gotta be honest with you. I didn't finish that homework. So she's like, okay, whatever. Just take the day off and finish it. Oh, those are the memories that keep me going. What am I supposed to do? We have some time before class starts. Let's chat. Okay, this is literally just talking with everyone. There we go. Wheel now. Like to begin the first class, huh? Mr. Higsby, where's Ms. Mari? She was sick and went to the nurse's office. So see, there's a reason, plot reason that there was a nurse office. See, Higsby is undeniably the best Battle Network character. How could you say otherwise? Man, I hate when my classroom crashes. It's a World 3 re-education program, oh no! See, it's really funny when this old media, you know, it points out the, you know, the dangers of everything being connected online all the time. And I feel like the more that time passes, the more we're experiencing that ourselves. And you would think people would know better based on all the stuff we've had in the past to teach us that. But here we are. You can't turn anything off until you've watched 3 ads. Alright, so. Are those shoes or roller skates? Yeah, so Lan pretty much always has rollerblades stuck to his feet. So he can, you know, go really quick whenever you want to by holding B. This is like one of those smart boards. Exactly. It's really funny. You know, remember, this was released in like 2001. So the futuristic technology that you see in here, some of it wasn't even really widespread in our own world back then. But we look at it now, and this almost looks kind of primitive compared to what we have. So it's really, the Battle Network games are really funny for that reason. But I still stand by that, you know, connecting everything to the internet all the time. You know, think about it. Alright, here's the best level in the game. Let's go. Oh, better talk to her first. Yeah, so you get different Navi chips, and these ones are different than other chips, as they'll actually like stop the screen and perform some sort of action, usually dealing a lot of damage and other things too. So we can put that in our floor to use during battle. I don't think we have any other R's, but you know, roll is so good, it might be worth just sticking it in here anyway. What don't we need? Swords, wide sword, steel, shockwaves, cannons. I haven't really used Mech Guard for much. Alright, so we'll stick roll in there, and let's go. Only can get there easily, but currently got breaks in the network. Gotcha. Sometimes the text boxes, you know, finish up quicker and I accidentally press the button before they're done. But basically everyone's happy that we're doing all the work for them. So I'll grab roll here. So again, Navi chips, usually represented by the star there. They freeze the screen, and in this case she'll do 60 damage to one enemy, and then heal you a little bit too, so pretty powerful. Otherwise, we're just gonna wait here for the bar to go. And there's different chips that can make that bar go faster and such too, so that's all about getting more powerful as the game goes on. And then when they introduce the Navi customizer in Battle Network 3, that's when things get really cool. I really love that, and it's one of the features that, you know, puts Battle Network 3 on top for me. But overall, all of the games are just so fun. And yeah, happy to see that people are enjoying. And you know, maybe if you're even not that familiar with the series, you're, you know, learning a little bit about it as well. Mr. Higsby, you have a question, Big Phil. What does Stompin' Koopas mean? Well, clearly Chris Pratt is the world's best Mario Bros. Player, because in Mario Bros. You normally can't even jump on top of the Koopas. So if you have any questions on how to be a Mario Bros. Master, Chris Pratt's clearly the guy to ask about it. There you go. Lesson done. Oh, I was hoping one of them would jump to the middle and it would hit them too. But otherwise, we wait. Do they crack panels? Oh, they do too. Even the level 1 ones do. A couple swords should fix this right up though. I say. I rushed it. I could have been patient and like done it now, but that's what I get. But yeah, I'm really happy to be able to share the Battle Network series with others because, even again, I say it was underrated. It did get 4 games. At least it wasn't like Legends that got cut off after 2. But yeah, to see this collection come out, hopefully it gets people back into it again. I think that would be really cool. Will not open without proper authorization. Passcode hint, number of chairs in 5A. So this is back in a day when people's security was really poor. They literally give a password hint that can just be go and checked at any time. It's essentially the same as entering, you know, password 123 as your password. How many chairs are in 5A? So, yep, so that's basically this level, is you gotta go do a whole bunch of prop hunting. So let's run over to 5A. Oh wait, no, we're in 5A. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, he shouldn't have had the... Alright, so... Okie dokie! So, did I miss something back here? Yes, I did. Roll again. Oh, I was hoping it would hit him too. Might as well keep this simple. Yeah, the Navi chips are really nice because of the way that they stop the screen, and that prevents them from, you know, moving as they might in other cases and making them more difficult to hit. Speaking of which, I never did go and get Fireman's chip, which we could have done. But we'll do that later. HB pencils. What did HB even stand for on the pencil? Never really thought about it. Alright, we got one guy to deal with. Ooh, shouldn't be too bad then. So that should be a rank 9, because we didn't move at all. And you only get $200 for that. Nothing there. One guy. So, and that's the funny thing too, is that when you get strong Navi chips, sometimes the entire battle will just consist of mashing the A button to take out the enemies. Like roll is one thing. You get other ones which will do much more damage to much more, a much wider range. And there you go. We won the battle in 74 milliseconds, and that gave us Invis 1L. Do we have L's in our folder? No. So it doesn't really fit, but cool to have anyway. Must be the rival of HP. Yes. Okay, so. Ooh, there we go. But yeah, if you like what you see already, Hackin' Quackin', remember, this is the first Battle Network game. It only gets... almost tripped over myself. It only gets better, except for Battle Network 4. There has to be an asterisk applied there. High Cannon Eye. So this is what I'm talking about. Chips in this game doing so much damage. Some chips are nerfed in later games, like High Cannon doing 80 in this game. It does 60 in later games. Because 80 is a massive jump between one to the other. And then a letter I doesn't really fit right now. But like it's so powerful, it's like you kind of want to stick it in there. And like shotgun is so weak, right? Like 30 is not really what you want. But all the swords too, like their range is so short. Might as well put High Cannon in there. Nope. So yeah, there's normal sword, wide sword, and long sword. And I forget, is this game weird in that longsword attacks 3 forward instead of 2? Because there are some swords that do that. I forget how it worked in the first game. But it's typically it attacks 2 forward, so you'd have to steal some panels, and then that would essentially allow you to kind of attack enemies wherever you like. I control the library book loan data. Alright, another code. What's this one going to be? Number of volumes of history of the world. So should any future volumes of history ever be written, this password no longer works. But again, like, it's hilarious just to think about how bad people's passwords used to be. Like, I used to sign up for websites, and again, I don't think any of my passwords remain like this. I'm sure they don't, so I can say this. Your password would just be like one word, like one single, no capitals, no numbers word, and that was like acceptable in the early 2000s. Everyone now going to attempt to log in that one. It's not. Don't worry. I don't use passwords like that anymore. But it's funny to think that, you know, that's what people did back in, you know, the early days. It's ridiculous. On the shelf. 30 volumes of history. There you go. Yeah, always keep your security up to date. Use different passwords for different websites. That way when, you know, Home Depot gets hacked and they get your password from that, they can't go use it to log into your McDonald's rewards account or whatever. Ugh. Again, cybersecurity is such a pain, but Battle Network was, you know, on the forefront of teaching us about that back in the day and showing us the, you know, the woes of not being secure. Christopher, how to put Megaman on Nintendo Switch? It's called the Megaman Battle Network Legacy Collection. Should be on the eShop now, or you can get the physical version. Password hint none. So the way this one works is you guess, and then it tells you if it's higher or lower. And you get a few tries before it changes. So too high. So 50 didn't work. So now we'll try 25. Too low. So then we'll try something kind of in between that, like 37. Too low. So let's try like 42. Too high. 40. Too high. 39. There you go. There's a guy to talk to, but items are more important. 400 zenny. Normally you can get to the teacher's lounge server just by going up and to the right. Oh, I don't know why. I always press the button before I should. Ooh, we got the time bomb guy. So in future games, it tells you the names of the enemies that you're fighting. I believe it's handy, but in this case, you just gotta know. And that was the best attack I've ever used. Just missed absolutely everything. So time bomb guy drops a time bomb that when it hits 0, it does that. So you don't want it to do that. But yeah, see, battles get more complicated the more enemies that you get in there, and the variety is definitely increasing as well. In the early game, you know, just a lot of, you know, mech-tors and stuff. Nothing too tough to deal with. And we're just waiting for the custom bar to go back on. Okay, so what can we do here? Do some stuff like that, why not? And again, it's great that your health all comes back after a battle, because we did lose a little bit more than I would have liked to in that. Not too bad. And again, we might as well save, just in case. 24 chips out of 175. Again, as a collector, you know, these are the kind of games I look back on. It's like, oh, this is where my love of collecting came from. There's just so much to do and so much to find. You know, and again, the post game is phenomenal as well. There's just so much to do in these games. So which door do we want to do? Okay, so once again, there's no hint on this one. So we'll do a thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it said too high, so we'll do 25. Too high again. 13. Too high again. 7. Too high. Did it say too high again? It was 2. There you go. I think it's just like a little bonus area. You know what? You can jack into any blackboard. I mean, I tried jacking into one earlier. I thought it didn't work. Alright, more battles with my extremely weak and crappy chips. Oh, yes. Perfect, perfect. And now we wait. I could use roll, just mash the A button. But I'll do it that way. Armando, welcome! You mean you want me to like read the different text that people are saying? Okay, I can do that. HP memory, very nice. I didn't know if people would find it annoying or not, but if people want me to read what people are saying, I can certainly do that. But okay. Again? We'll make it a full-blown Let's Play, says Hacking Blacken. When the first digit is correct. Digit too low. Yeah, I think we ended up figuring that one out, but thank you for your suggestion there. So number of doors in the school is the code for this one. And I don't remember all the numbers offhand, so let's see where doors are. I mean, the school is kind of under attack, but you know, if you can forget about that by reading the book, I guess you do you. So how many doors? 1 door. This is a dead end. And again, if anyone ever builds like a new door, the password will no longer work. Alright, so all the way to the left here. So I think that's 5 doors so far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the library. Does this count as a door? I mean, it looks like a door, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And like, does that count as a door? Like, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16? Oh, wait. The doors in the school. Like, I mean, I think there's a lot of doors that we didn't count. I mean, I don't think there's any punishment for getting wrong. Nope, not working. Maybe if we just ask someone. Okay, well, it was 15 anyway. I guess the double doors counted as 1 door for some reason. Doors, too many doors, exactly. Go figure, GameStop has the physical for the PS4 out of stock. Oh, that's unfortunate. I always figured that the Switch version would probably be the more popular one, but maybe they didn't make as many of the PS4 one, or... But yeah, I wonder if they have cross-play. Hopefully, if you do get it for PS4. You know, if anyone wants to do some online battles. Sounds good to me. I'm gonna take this in hopes that they line themselves up for a double kill. Thank you very much. Spreader H. Anything else? Ooh, okay. In this situation, I feel like if I try to do any sort of attack right now, he's going to hit me first. So I'll just do a thing like that. And we'll do this the extremely slow way. Again, once I get a couple power-ups, we can start charging our attack. And the charge attack is really strong in this game. It's just a matter of you can't do it right off the bat. Cross-play is not supported? Oh, that is sad. Regardless, though, I'm really happy to hear that you're interested in the games. Again, this is Battle Network 1, and if you like what you see in Battle Network 1, you're going to love what you see in 2, 3, and so on. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, see, and that's the thing about a slower attack like cannon, is that when guys move really quickly like this, you know, you could try to wait until they show up in front of you and use it there, but sometimes that doesn't work out so well either. There you go, it's kind of lucky. And there we go. And you need like 30 Metguard A's for something in the late game, so never hurts to build them up now. Which way is the secret way? No, okay, so no item there. Yeah, if we can get the time bomb chip, that'd be cool. Nothing all that amazing here really to choose, so let's go with this because why not? I was thinking of just doing the sword when they showed up, but I like how, you know, it really kind of gets to there. Okay, so like that. And there you go. Nothing I could really have done there with the chips I have currently. You know, when in the later game, when you're stronger, it's amazing how fast you can take enemies out. But right now, we're still not that powerful. Alright, time to go check out the old AV room. Which room would that be? This is the medical room. Is this one? Yeah, this one's the AV room. What, Higsby? What's he doing there? I think one of these computers has a problem with it. I thought maybe there would be like visibly one that was different, but I think you just have to check them all. It was the one closest to the door, and I checked every single one before that. Reboot. The computer's fixed. Okay, so we got some stuff like that. All the games on one. So, hello, Northern Hoarder. Yes, all of the games are actually on. They come with one cartridge. So the way it works is, for some reason, they split it into 2 volumes. But when you buy the cartridge, it comes with both volumes. So you get everything. Oops. And then it takes us to this menu. So for those... Excuse me. Not sure what's up with that, but if you press the minus button... Better take a drink. Pressing the minus button brings up this menu. And you get different things like... the Buster Max mode, I think you kill everything in one hit. So that's kind of interesting. You get different settings, borders, screen size, yeah, various things like that. Yeah, suddenly I've lost my ability to talk. Woohoo! I said there was a bit of a delay. Did I say that? Like in terms of, like input delay? The input feels pretty good. Maybe I meant delay for something else. Yeah, it appears my voice wants to give out, so we'll do what we can. I knew that was gonna happen. Okie dokie. And this was for an item? Quake 1A. So that fits perfectly into our folder. So let's see here. What should we take out for that? Again, swords. Like, it takes off more than the sword. Well, we have another one too, so. I typically don't keep swords in my folder just because they're kind of annoying to use. So they're gradually getting taken out. But shotguns need to go too because they're so weak. But as it is now, I think it's okay. Oh, I think you said delay for chip selection. Oh, so there's a bit of a delay after you use a chip to be able to use another one. And I don't remember it being that bad. Maybe in later Battle Network games it was reduced. But in this game, I feel like... it's weird. That was not the move I meant to do, but it's okay. We're gonna need another chip or two to take this guy out anyway. So we can do a thing like that. So it's a slow, but it's a powerful attack. So trade off there. Hey, we got Time Bomb J. And it works just like their attack does against us. Where it counts down from 3. But okay, I think we're doing this now. Alright, so there's no hint again, so we're once again guessing the number here. Too low. Too high. Too low. So 70 maybe? Too high. Re-input it. Is it 69? It's too... Wait, still too high, okay. 68. Too high still. Oh no, it's gonna reset because we didn't get it enough tries. So better go back to 50 and try again. Too high. Too high. And there's really no strat. Like this, you just gotta do what you can do. So 13 was 2, so let's do like 19. Too high. 17. Too high. 16. Too high. Oh, I reset again. Darn it. This password thing seems like a turnoff. Yeah, I like the part where you look around to find different objects. Again, each level has a gimmick. This one's passwords. Yeah. This part's kind of silly. It's kind of fun, but kind of silly as well. 3, 7. Too high. Let's do like 29. Too low. 31. Too low. 32? Alright, let's try this again. No. Let's try 50 one more time. We got it, we got it. Too low. 75. Password accepted. Okay, 2 guesses. I like it. We're approaching the end of this level, though. We're gonna go kick Higsby's butt. Let me see here. Kawabunga Hakuna Matata with the subscription. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for stopping by the stream. So here, yeah, this is an item. So, hey, there's the boss. Let's go. Hey, we got Canon C, so we never had to pay for it anyway. And thankfully, it seems like my voice came back. Just kind of had to reboot my voice there. But no biggie. Okay, so for this, we can kind of... Oh, I was hoping he would... Okay, gotcha. So they always move kind of like one up and down. Thought it was random, but it was not. In this case... See, that guy moved all the way to the bottom from the top. Really building up a nice number of those now. Alright, one last door. One final door. You might as well save, just in case something goes horribly wrong, but it shouldn't, because this boss isn't that hard. You only need to go find an ID card for verification. You bet Ms. Mari has an ID card. Okay, so... She was in the hospital room, right? So... But wait a minute, she's not here. Dun dun dun. Nothing in this room. What's down this hall? You'll need to destroy the lock program. Absolutely obliterate it. And I know that she's in the corner, but you know, you gotta check for items first. That's how it goes, sorry. Gotta follow procedure. Hey, HP memory, that's what we're here for. There's nothing else interesting in there. What is that beside her, like a big red ball? A huge ball that's used on field day. It looks lonely. Well, luckily it's got company. Alright, let's rescue the teacher. I better not get any homework after this. Can't believe that guy, Higsby. Okie dokie. Alright, so let's go help everyone. So we got the ID now. So, we can go into this room now. We probably use this. Passcode hint none. Is it gonna make us do that again? Oh no, it was accepted the ID card. Nice. Input the passcode, yes. Wait, so do we have to do this again? Oh my goodness. I remember making you do this so many times. But here we go. Too high. At least the music's great. This is probably some of my favorite music in the whole series. Used right off the bat. Too low. Let's do like 83. Too high. 82 or 81. It's probably going to reset if we get it wrong. Oh! It was 81. Nothing we could have done about that. Unless we used save states. I don't think that the games have save states. Which, I kind of like that. So, I'm not going to complain there. But yeah, I mean, it would be cheap if people could, you know, save state their way to good chips and stuff and then trade online. So, it makes sense. I'm pretty sure it said it was too low. So we'll go up to 75 again. Too low again. 85. Too low still. Let's do like 90. Too high. 87. Let's do it. Too high. I think it has to be 86 then, right? Oh yeah, there we go. And with that, no more codes. It's boss time. I didn't think you'd make it this far. With my new World 3 salary, I can buy lots of rare chips. See, this is the mentality to have as a retro collector these days. Retro collectors need to turn to crime to fund their collections with the ever-increasing cost of games. Do anything for rare chips. Aw, like, do we really have to beat him? He's just trying to make his collection better. I don't approve of this violence whatsoever, but we need to play the rest of the game. I guess we gotta do what we gotta do. So, Number Man, a completely new boss, not based on any robot master from the original Mega Man series. Also one of the easiest bosses in the game. But yeah, it's really neat seeing how they, you know, mixed. You know, bosses based on old robot masters with new ones. In this case, Number Man's not very creative. He uses the bomb sometimes. Otherwise, he just kind of stands there. Remember, it was early days for Battle Network. Let's see, can we defeat him before that counts down? That's the question. Unfortunately, probably not. Ah. And this should do it. And another boss down. See, you've been wrong all along. Let's see you and your rare chips now. I mean, considering he has all these rare chips, he didn't really use any of them. I think he gets it now. Lan is right. I should collect chips by busting viruses. I'll be good now, I promise. Trade chips sometime. Sure, why not? But you do have to pay for your crimes. So you'd better do something to help everyone out, okay? See, Higsby's the best character. It took like 3 seconds of convincing for him to stop doing bad things. Restart the server and put the net back to normal. See, rebooting solves any problem. Whee! Good job. So yeah, so that's how the game goes. Again, so we've done the Fireman level now, the Numberman level. And it's just really fun. Whether it's a level or not, I just love battling in this game. I love everything about these games. You know, maybe not the code part. That code part was a little tedious. But it worked out in the end. After class. Phew. Today wasn't... Oh, the subway opened today. And of course you get to travel to different places too. It doesn't take place entirely in this city. So we can pick up that power-up program. Let's go. And if we talk to people... Imagine going home and doing homework. I always think back to grade 2. When the teacher at like the first day of school was like, I'm not the kind of teacher who gives homework on the weekend. That way you can relax and, you know, enjoy. And then she proceeded to give us homework like every single weekend. We avoided getting school jacked. I wonder if they kept the swearing in the second game. I'm very curious. Or if they edited that out. He still won't battle us. The net's kind of like a dungeon. I mean, it really is kind of that way, isn't it? If you're not good at hitting, collect other Navi programs. Because yeah, the Navis exactly, they hit with like a, you know, a screen freeze, so they're easier to use. But I think that's about it for the school stuff. Can we go and explore the staff room now? Also, this classroom I never really looked into thoroughly. Don't think I ever jacked into this one? Oh, it just brings us back here. Gotcha. And I think I checked most of this stuff. Alright then. Check this. Hey! The last thing I checked had a thing there. See, you can never let up. You gotta push on to that last little object in the corner that you didn't examine. Alright, so last thing we're checking, again, is if we go all the way to the right now, I think we can access the staff room. I kind of saved your life. Oh, I can't even go in there? Really? Okay, well that's it then. And hey, you got like a courtyard here. It was a gift from a mysterious group at the school opening. Interesting, interesting. Teacher's car, the most popular type around. There seems to be a port for jacking in for maintenance. So, there you go. Electric cars predicted again. Although it is a little bit different than real-life electric cars, I guess. In real life, they don't want you opening, you know, doing any sort of maintenance on your electric car. Oops. Gotta leave it all up to the dealer, well, you'll pay like an extra $5 billion. And you'll pay extra for like the heated seats and stuff. You know, I love Battle Network because when it's not being destroyed by viruses and the evil people, You know, it is kind of like an online utopia. But then on the other hand, you know, what we see these days when it comes to online stuff is very much, you know, people being taken advantage of, having to pay extra for like every little feature, and you know, everything being a subscription service now. Can I get that guy's chip? I can't. Remo bit A. Oh, almost missed that. Hey, HP memory, sounds good. That takes it up to 180 now. Nice. So this should be like an easy kill here. Ah, I should have used it in the other order, I guess. All good. Still got a chip for it. Hey, everyone's playing Battle Network today. Alright, very good. You got some bunnies over here. What a huge rabbit. What could cause it to grow so big? Feed duty. This guy, that's funny. Okay, so here we go. This house is deserted. It says chip shop opening soon. Sounds great. So with that, I think we've done just about everything we can today. So yeah, the cars come by, but thankfully there's no like real world damage. So you can just keep stopping in front of the car. Hey, we phased right through it. That was awesome, actually. I'm gonna film that. Alright, but with that, I think we've just about wrapped... Or no, are we supposed to take the subway now? Okay, yeah, so it's not the end of the day. Time to take a trip down subway lane. So, yeah, this is how you get to different places around the world, which is pretty neat. Oh, right, I remember this now. So what we need to do here is we need to go on the internet and clear out the landslide. Do we need something from Dex though? Because I thought for some reason we couldn't... I wonder where we can go on the metro line. Or maybe if we talk to that guy, he'll give us more information. I know we have to go on the internet now and do a thing. But we might as well go through all the text to make sure we don't get to a point where... Yeah, let's go check things out on the net. Exactly. Otherwise I would have gone through all that and it wouldn't have worked. Okay, so is he at home now? I literally just came in here like 2 minutes ago. Hey, you have recover 50L. If you give that to me, it'll net battle you for your links. Seriously? You have to trade to do that? I don't remember that. But it sounds good to me, as I don't use recovery chips anyway. Ooh, he has a little bit more health this time. Still not the boss music though, which is interesting. So... yeah, my extremely excellent battle skills on display. Again, with the chip selection we have now, nothing feels super great. What else can we do? This. So as long as there's a square in front of you, since most of his attacks travel along the ground, you can kind of just, you know, hang out here, and you're good to go. What else can we do? If I could get up there and use the sword, that'd be nice. We're just whittling away at his health as fast as we can, though, with what we have available, which unfortunately at this point is not great. But again, the chips are super OP in this game. That eventually you get to a point where, no, you can take out pretty much anything like super fast. Alright, almost done. The reason I'm reluctant to use the Quakes is because they're slow. And they probably miss. Oh, and recover for some reason stops gameplay in this game. It's really weird. Nope, see you later. So by the time you've thrown it, it's already gone. But this should do it. A couple of shock waves. I could have even taken the shotgun too. Yeah, Battle should be Shockwave against Shockwave. Mine was superior, clearly. And that's how it goes. He looks a little pale. Maybe the shock. Can't believe I lost to you. It must be fate. Let me see. Just like Louis Rossman. Exactly, exactly. But I always keep my promises. The link is yours. Thank you. Oh, and it gives you the Gutsman chip as well. So just like roll, that will freeze the screen. And in this case, it attacks pretty much the whole battle area, which is nice. I guess Dex wasn't so bad after all. Thanks, Dex. Okay, so what can we do in that regard? There's only 40 in this game. Isn't really that great. And I don't think we have any other G's either, so it doesn't really fit into our folder, so we'll just leave that out for now. And I think what we want to do is log in from our computer and somehow go onto the internet to fix a landslide. Don't ask! It's Megaman. I think that's a Legends poster, Rockman-2, on the wall there as well. Can we examine that poster? I know in some games I think you can. I think in one game that poster is like 0, so I love that everything kind of changes up every game, and lots of different little references thrown in all over the place, which is great. So you heard that I deleted Fireman, but be careful, there are sometimes copies of deleted Navis in the net. Almost sounds like a ghost story. So once you defeat a boss, there is then a set place on the internet that you can go to refight them, and then if you beat them there, you'll get their chip that you can use in battle. The only thing is that they don't actually appear on the map. You have to kind of walk to a random spot, and that's usually at dead ends. So after you beat a boss, go press against every random dead end, and eventually you'll find what you're looking for. But that's a thing there. Well, that's high cannon. Again, net guards, never hurts to build those up for later. But yeah, which dead end is Fireman? Is it this one? No. And again, the E's in the background. Like, I mean, Internet Explorer, E? Is that what it's getting at? Not this dead end either, wow. I always thought it was one of the first ones, but maybe I'm forgetting. In this case, a couple of these. So, as you'll see now, since we're building up the chips in our folder, early enemies are becoming no issue. And that's how it goes, just keep powering yourself up. I mean, technically we haven't really powered ourselves up at all. It's all been just the chips we've picked up that have helped us do that. Okay, let's see here. Shockwave sound good. And there's a mystery data back here. Alright, so here's the dead end that had Fireman on it. And I didn't save, so if I die, we're redoing everything. Great. Okay, so might as well take a few of these. That will take off a good chunk of health. Perfect. Take some cannons, why not? And again, the more chips that you take in a turn, that means the more new chips you're going to get next turn. So that's another reason why it's so good to, be able to take so many at once and have chips of the same code or the same type. But yeah, when enemies move fast, it's like, good luck hitting them properly. Okay, so far so good. Regardless, when we defeat him, we're going to get his chip, no matter what the busting level is. So it doesn't really matter if we take like 5 minutes. And when he's charging up there, obviously a good time to hit him. Alright, 100 to go. Wide sword would be great here. I really need to get rid of these recovery 10s. I don't use them. Recovery chips are particularly not that great in this game. Especially the way that they like freeze the screen. You see when he moves fast like that. Alright, wide sword. Come on. We win if it's wide sword. Nope. I mean, I could do a thing like this. If he comes to the front again, I'll throw this at him. And charges up, right? Like a thing like that. Alright, there we go. And Fireman F, which attacks in a straight line across the battlefield, hitting any enemies in its path. So for 100 damage, that's pretty darn good. And even though it doesn't really match with anything, you know, we don't need all these recoveries in our folder. So where's the recovery test? Like 4 of them? I don't think so. What else can go in here? Anything good? Like even swords I'd rather have in there than... Sword B... Cannon C. I'm almost tempted. Because that would let us do a thing. What other letters do we have? A, B, K is really good. I don't think we have anything else really for K. Spreader's good, but... I mean, the spreader's okay. It's better than some of the things we have in our folder. Dash D... I mean, that's good enough for now, I guess. Oh, dash B? I mean, that sounds pretty good. Where were all those recovers? That. That. Okay. I think that's better than we had it. Might as well save too. Oh, Rosen, welcome! Thank you so much for stopping by. About your father by any chance? Not that I'm aware. But you know, anything is possible. Yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate the super chat too, with the $2 super chat. Thank you. Do you like some Megaman Battle Network? Because today we're playing the old Megaman Battle Network. Yeah, it was really kind of you though. Thank you. So where else can we go here? So whose thing is this? Oh, this one was Yai's. Gotcha. Sorry bro, wrong guy. How you doing? You absolutely love Mega Man Battle Network. Oh, me too. One of my all-time favorite series. So happy to see the collection out there now so everyone can enjoy the games again. Let's buy some power-ups. I can even afford another one. And HP memory for like 500. It's like, why not? I think that takes us up to 200 total health. So the first thing I'm probably going to power up is the charge attack. Just so that we can do that. And that will make battles a little bit easier when we don't get all the right chips. We've been playing for 20 years, Rosen. Myself as well. I've been playing all the way back since the Game Boy Advance. I've 100%ed all 6 of them on the GBA. I replayed 1, 2, and 3 as recently as like 2015, 2016. So it's been a few years, but really having fun today and really happy people are stopping by to check out the games. I've already had some people say, you know, that they've seen the gameplay and now they want to pick it up too. So, you know, the more people out there playing Battle Network, the better. And if anyone has the collection, wants to play online, I'm totally up for that. Unfortunately, we have found out that there's no cross-play, which would have been nice, but... Okay, so the charge shot takes off 10, which is fine, but as we increase our attack power, that will continue to do more. But yeah, just, you know, finally, this is what we've all been waiting for. Mega Man Battle Network online, just as it was intended, you know, in the universe. You came out of the womb with a Game Boy Color? Nice. I had an NES controller, but, you know, it's all the same. Alright, so this, we should be able to open up with, I think, the Dex connection. So anytime we want to come back to this part of the internet now, we can just log into Dex's computer. Oh yeah, I forget what's up with this. I think it's just like, you can only get it once, so instead of despawning, it just stays there forever, saying that you can't get it. It's really strange. But yeah, now anytime we want to come back to this part of the internet, though, we can just go through his PC instead of our own, which is nice. Later games make that more convenient by having like actual shortcuts that take you around, but... Alright, so Internet 2. If you keep winding up from here, you'll see the metro line. Safety program. But if you go down that ramp and take the first turn, you go to the lower level. So, already this gets really complicated. They really went for like a whole internet aesthetic, you know, wires going all over the place, different connections in the first game. A little bit easier to understand in the second game where you're going. But first game, we just gotta deal with first game jank. And we're introduced to fire guys here, and that was a beautiful attack. Absolutely beautiful. And see how they attack 3 panels forward, which is very strange for viruses like that. Longsword does not normally do that. Hey! Big Phil of Jelly Donuts, exactly, right in that background. It's exactly what I think. But Rosie, you like my vibes? Well, thank you so much. Really happy that you're enjoying the stream. Really appreciate you stopping by, and thanks again for that super chat. Hope you enjoy the rest of it as we continue to play some Battle Network 1. Seeing how far we can get today. The time's just flying by. I haven't even been thinking about it. It's always a good sign when you play a game, and it's like, you know, you're not looking at the clock, you're wondering what time it is. Battle Network is one of those series I can just sit down and, you know, just forget everything else. The day just it's over before you even know it. Layton was always another series like that as well. They're just, you know, I could play them all day long. So long swords would be nice, as I don't even think we have long sword. Alright, yeah, so this room gets pretty complicated. I always forget where to go, so bear with me while I probably take a whole bunch of wrong turns. You know, any wrong turn that leads to an item, though, I'm not going to complain about it. But here you go, even more new viruses. So it's not the same dudes like the whole game. Oh, timing not so great on that one. I thought I'd press down first, I guess not. Alright, so putting that aside, A, B, and C. Okay, so there's also these things called program advances. And when you select certain chips, sometimes of the same type, sometimes of different types, in a certain order, in this case if we do a cannon A, a cannon B, and a cannon C, they will combine together. Oh, we got a trophy for that. Z cannon. And this gives us 5 seconds of invincibility plus unlimited cannon use. And it's probably going to be completely wasted. Almost completely wasted. Again, that's the problem with slower attacks like cannon, is that for those enemies that move when you're in their trajectory, it's like, you know, you can't really use it against them. Unless you wait for that moment when they're not going anywhere. So I'm going to throw... It worked anyway. I think it pierced through his thing even if he was close. Alright, last guy. Let's finish it. Roll, get us out of this situation. Not my best playing, but you see what happens. Alright. We'll pretend that battle didn't happen. We continue on our way here. Which way do we want to go? This is probably like the right way. Alright, longsword guy. This should be an easy win. Can you give us longsword? Yes! Okay. Longsword S. That is going right into the folder. Sword, wide sword, steel. I don't usually use steel. Shotgun. So shotguns are the only N's in my folder? Like, we gotta get rid of that. So we can put in a few S's to fix the weak shotguns. I mean, shotgun's a good attack because it's fast. Not very strong though. But what else can we do? S swords. X panel. A's. Cannons. I think we already have as many cannons as we can have in there. No, we could actually have another one. Oh, I only had 4 to begin with. Okay. So that's what we're looking at right now. Could be better, but we're working on it. And that's part of one of my favorite parts of the Battle Network games as well, is just, you know, building that folder up over time, always being excited to see what the next, you know, chip you're gonna get that fits into what you're building. And then maybe you'll start getting some new chips that just completely, you know, redo everything that you've been working on. You have to build, you know, a whole new folder around the new chips that you've got. Just everything from the battle system to the chip building system to the, you know, music, graphics, story. Battle Network. You can't go wrong with it. Alright, so again, no idea where I'm going here. This... No! Oh no! I went one too far to the right. That's my bad. But these guys are easy to deal with anyway. But we might have had a chance of getting another chip if I had not screwed that up. There we go. Hey, we still got Longsword, although it's a D this time, so, you know, S would have been nice. Typically there's like a chip code that's reserved for when you do better in a battle. So S is probably the one in that case. It can C. I don't have any other C's in my folder, right? It was just really lucky that one time that we were able to do the program advance. Cool though. Like in this case. They're all B's, wow. Alright, so dead end and another dead end. Wait, what's this? Did the flying guy really didn't get hit by anything? Wow. So in the original Battle Network game, there are two stages of the charge shot. It goes yellow and then pink, where in the later ones, there's just one stage. Charging works really weird in this game. But this should be a victory here, I think. There we go. So yeah, building up that bank again. Always good to have more money in the Battle Network games. So yeah, this is to a different part of the internet. Whose link do we need? Sal's link, okay. But that's not where we're supposed to go anyway. But good to know. You know, right off the bat, they make the internet like really complicated to make sure that you get lost. But I like exploring anyway, making sure we find all the items. Charge shot takes off 16, that's so weird. But yeah, again, if anyone has the Switch version, feel free to, I think this is, again, no, okay, this is the right way. You know, to suggest doing an online battle or something. I'd love to do something like that. Ooh, we can do like that. Okay. So we're actually going to use steel for like the first time. We might have used it once before. Oh. Of course they both attack at the exact same time. Ooh, fireman, okay. So again, we've been playing without the filter on. So everything looks very pixely, except for the text, which hilariously, you know, they clearly updated that. But if we go back into the menu here, we can change the filter to on. And you know, what do you think of that? It looks, I don't think it looks bad. I don't think it looks that bad. But I like, you know, I like seeing the crisp pixels as well. It's supposed to look like a little more of an, you know, HD tint to it, I guess. Was that ABC again? No. Hey, Fire Sword, that's what we're talking about, and it's B too, okay. How much does it do? 100 damage. Yeah, I've kind of gotten used to the pixely now. So, screen layout, largest filter off. Do we want Fire Sword in our folder? Maybe. We have more shotguns to take out, so might as well. Remember, taking more than 2 steps in battle reduces your busting rank, so... After you've taken 2, it doesn't really matter. Move around as much as you want. Longsword D. I think we should be getting close to where we need to go. This looks like it. Okay. So we'll save just in case. And we have our next boss coming up. So no real level dedicated to this guy. Just kind of slap him on the internet here. It's Stone Man. Gawk, gawk. I always wonder, like, how much, you know, foresight they put into trying to place different bosses in certain areas. Because obviously by placing Stone Man here, in, like, this arbitrary position, you know, it prevented them from ever having a level later on based around Stone Man. Unless they easily could have brought him back. Nothing says he couldn't have been in more than one game or something. They did do that in certain cases. Yeah, in this case, Stone Man's like, oh, I'm going to stand here and drop blocks on you. That's what he does. Whoops, not start. Mega Man, do you have to pay for it? Yeah, so... Well, move right into that one. So the collection... Ooh. I'm gonna try and get the program advanced just for fun. Why not? Again, I don't think you can get this chip anyway from the first time you fight him, so let's just have some fun with it. Yeah, so the game, again, $60 US, $80 Canadian, but you get like, you know, 6 games plus the different versions of each of those games, so it's totally worth it. Yeah, again, I'm shocked that Capcom didn't release the versions as 2 different cartridges, like they did with the Mega Man X collection or the Mega Man Original collection. Instead, you know, bundling them both into one, which was really nice of them. What the heck is that? It shoots lasers? Okay. I don't know if I remember even seeing that. Usually you can take out this guy so fast, but you know, our chips are still kind of weak at the beginning here, so kind of gotta do what you gotta do. I was trying to get the Z cannon. I thought that might be kind of cool. But I guess we'll just take him out like this. There we go. Stone Man done. Okay, so with everything clear now, we should be able to jack out and take the subway. And you gotta check everything, check every trash can. You know, even in Pokemon, you know, picking stuff out of the trash can's a thing. Earthbound. I'm here for the tour. So there's this escalator that comes down. You can only go down, you can't exit here. So ooh, we can't go back up from this end. And it's small, there's lots of stuff for sale. I love little, you know, subway kiosks and stuff. Riding the subways in Japan was so fun. And remember, this is supposed to be Japan. It's supposed to be like Tokyo. But, you know, they don't say that in the localization because Japan's not allowed to exist in English Capcom games. Can I see that lake? Not really. Not really. The waterworks takes in water from that pipe. Okay. Well, okay, there's the lake down there. Very nice. Waterworks. Interesting. Sure that will never be relevant. Best lunch in the area. Would you like an all-natural lunch? Sure, why not? Lan ate a tasty and nutritious lunch. The salad worked with the net to protect nature. So many viruses about lately. We like to practice net battling. So yeah, so if we beat her, we should get the thing that lets us go into the next part of the internet. So we're gonna do that. And she has Woodman. So again, another situation where like she has Woodman, which prevents them from really putting Woodman anywhere else into the series. But again, play the games. You'll see how that goes. Can't stress enough just how cool it is having all of these on one collection. As I jump immediately into, wow, I pressed left once. It's like just flew back to the back of the screen. Okay. I cannot react to that whatsoever today. And so that's, I think, the first time. Whoa! Thankfully, if you die to like a net battle like that, there's no punishment. But okay, gotta pick up my game on that one. We'll save just in case. Our first death, quote unquote, but it wasn't the game over. So like, does that even count? I gotta get used to the flashing tiles again, I guess. I should have saved up for when I had enough of the Z game, but it's okay. There's something weird about... Because I guess, you know, with the bigger screen, right? You have a lot more to look at when it comes to seeing which panels are flashing. So with the fire sword, that should do double damage to him, I believe. I believe there are weaknesses in this game, even though they're not as obvious as they were in other Battle Network games. So come to the front, and I will destroy you. There you go. We got the hang of it now. I really want to use Fire Sword on him, so that's why I'm not... Okay. And it did do 200 damage, so it did do double. Nice. And Fireman as well, so you were really given a lot of chips at this point in the game to just completely take him out. And there we go! Friend of the environment. So, does each game have trophies, I guess? I never really thought about it. I thought maybe it was more like a global thing, but... Sal address. Very nice. Don't remember to protect nature, everybody. Came to file some papers, but seemed to be lost. So that's not good. I need to talk to you. Mm-hmm. Alright, and with that, it's time to enter the government building, because that's why I play video games, to go visit the government. Oops, wait. There's 5 kinds of chips. Fire, water, electric, wood, and neutral. Each type is stronger than others against one type. Say, is this the Cylab? Yes. Strange, where's my laboratory? Okay. Wide variety of drinks inside, but can you jack into it? That's the question. Always mash that R button. Jack into everything. The machinery that cleans up the water is on another floor. Gotcha, gotcha. Why do government offices always keep you waiting so long? Well, let's chat while we're waiting. The wood armor that I bought on the net near here is great. The power of nature reduces damage to half of normal. Who knew that like the internet had type differences? Unfortunately, it doesn't work against fire attacks at all. Armor uses neutral defenses to reduce damage, so they all have a weak spot. Be sure to change armor at times. The armor system is exclusive to Battle Network 1. It was replaced by much better things in later games. Please smoke only in the smoking area. It's not, no smoking indoors. Back in 2001, it was like, smoking indoors all day, every day. And even in Japan, until recently, they've kind of tried to change it so that either a place is smoking or it's not. None of this, dividing it up into separate things. But when I went to the Tokyo Game Show in 2017, the restaurant that they had there, one half was smoking and the other wasn't. And of course, when you're sitting in like the non-smoking section, you still smell the smoke. So kind of defeats the purpose, but here we are. I got a dog on TV. It's a modern TV with a jack-in port. Do you see how thick that TV is? There's nothing modern about it. Escape L, chip we'll never use, but you know, the hoarder in us means we gotta get them all. Whoa, you got a trophy, Mega Battle. I would love to be able to look at what these trophies are right now, but for whatever reason, you can't access the trophy list in-game unless I'm missing it. Buster Max mode, button config, display settings, order settings, sound settings. Like, why they wouldn't let you view trophies while you're in-game makes no sense. So we got the like these rat guys for the first time. There we go. And that's a really good chip. Rattan 1, or any of the Rattans, are pretty nice. How much damage do they do in this game? 80? Oh my gosh. That is so much. And B. So B is shaping up to be a really good code for our folder here. Shotguns, again, not that strong. Shotgun N, goodbye. So yeah, our folder is improving all the time with, like, you know, how many B chips there are now. That really increases our ability to use multiple chips at once. And yeah, just the name of the game is to keep improving that. Keep improving chip efficiency, folder efficiency. Have you ever noticed that sometimes you press the channel change button and nothing happens? That's because the channel switching program wasn't paying attention to his job. Ooh, cloudy guy, okay. In this case... Fortunately, the sword's, I don't think, gonna help us here. Oh no! I wasn't expecting him to start with the jump like that. I figured, you know, mash the button, we should be good. But a couple of these and the battle should be over. Hey, Cloud R, nice. Today I'm handling the channel switching features. Excellent. Sewer construction information desk. Please pay your water bill here. Amazing. I mean, for an online society, you know, in modern day, it's like, no, all bills must be paid online. So this is not accurate to the future I was promised. There's a jack and port here. Let's do it. Yeah, I hope you're all having a great Friday. This game just released today. Battle Network Legacy Collection. It's like 6 games plus. I call it 6. You know, if you break it down into the different versions, then, you know, it's like plus 4 more games right there. So it's like 10 games, but it's crazy just how much value there is in this collection. Daniel, this is cool. Really happy to hear that you think that. Thanks for watching. Thought you were a World 3 virus. Me, I'm the vending machine control program. And let me get back to work. Okie dokie. Spreader J. I don't know if we had Spreader before. How many chips do we have? 33 out of 175. Getting there. Ooh, Pufffish. Interesting, interesting. So if you touch those, you're taking big damage. Or even if, you know, your attack touches those. Look at that. Alright, so we'll do this, and we should win. You owned a few of the Battle Network games. They were so cool. I was such a fan of the Battle Network series back in the day. And it's amazing when you think about it being 6 games, all confined to the same console, just like the original 6 8-bit Mega Man games. And you'd think, you know, okay, 8-bit games, that's one thing, but the fact that they made 6 entire RPG adventures on one console is actually mind-blowing when you think about it. Like, the Battle Network games are incredible. And the fact that there was just that one time in history, you know, when they were coming out like one every year, and then for the series to be gone for so long, I'm so happy to have it back with this collection. And I hope that, you know, if it does well enough, maybe Capcom will say like, you know, more Battle Network content is always a good thing. But then again, we haven't seen Mega Man since Mega Man 11, so I don't get my hopes up for that sort of thing anymore. Well, yeah, thanks for stopping by. Hope you're having fun. I don't know how far we're gonna go. I guess it, you know, it depends on how interested people are. We'll see what we can do. Water is our life. Good to know. And this is, completely pointless hallway connecting two different sections of the game, of the room, of the building. Highest level research goes on in this building. Tell you about my research into program morphing. Sometimes when you send chip data, the chips will morph. So we've seen that with Z Cannon already. Oh, Zeta Cannon, there you go. This can also happen with several chips with the same code. In this game, it doesn't keep track of the different program advances you've made, but in other games, doing them all is actually part of the requirement to 100%. Here we are using the power of science to improve our life. Can I help you? Dr. Yukari's-san. And then, the fact that they go out of their way to make it so that it's not Japan. And then they leave him with a very clearly Japanese last name. And, there's discussions we can have about that, but I'll let you play the games yourself and figure that out. Can we jack into this one too? We can still jack in. Lots of stuff to do, aside from just the main scenario. Which is why whenever I play these games, I usually take way too long. Because I'm always so busy doing the extra stuff and not the stuff that it wants you to do. 5,000 zennies, amazing. Yeah, we're building up some good money there. I'm a bit overworked lately. Making stupid mistakes like giving out the wrong drink. Please give me a vacation. So this universe with like sentient computer programs, I have a lot of questions. That's right, cannon doesn't really work on these guys. Unless I wait until they're stopped moving. Like that. I remember printing a password from Game FAQs or IGN on Network 2 for the chip machine. Yes, so there were codes that you could enter to get certain things. And every game, I think, starting with the second one, has that. And that's great. Yeah, excellent. Or it might be the third one that introduced the number trader. I'm trying to remember. Can I mash A and win this battle? Yes, I can. Fire Tower F, very nice. We accept new inventions here. But not from small children. Like, so what? I just, invent anything I want and you'll take it from me? It's kind of a weird thing. Please pay your PET. Why do So there are PET bills. Literally, it is a subscription service. I knew it. However, children don't have to pay. Okay, great. You remember print... Oh, yeah. Only staff members are allowed in there. There's these state-of-the-art TVs that are so boxy. Watching this makes you a little sad. Yeah, I walked into a place the other day and the computer had a blue screen with that sad face, the sad, text that they put now. It's weird. This dude doesn't seem to have a jacket. Well, it must be an old model then. Well, if you're watching all these TVs, 2 of them are literally just the test pattern, so you're not gonna get too far with that. Kari was the person who invented the PET. His research is being carried on by his son. There you go. And I think we've hit a dead end. A nice empty nothingness over here. Okay, so let's go up get that power-up program. I don't know how much longer we're gonna go, but we're gonna have a little bit more fun here anyway. Heard you were coming. You're Hikari's son, right? He hasn't been here since morning, and he won't be back soon. Wait, and he won't be back soon? Well, that's great. Monitor is used for jack-in tests. Might as well go check it out. You miss CRTs, but those huge ones, no thanks. Yeah, I love playing my retro games on a CRT TV still. But, I really appreciate how light and portable and maneuverable and how they can just, go anywhere flat screen TVs are. So I get it. Oh, no, not top secret information. Okay, so we got Handy 2. I probably should have saved that for when the bomb dropped here. This is a little bit of a tougher battle when you don't have any really good chips. And okay, we need to be really careful. Ooh. I don't like this one bit. Haha! That's amazing that actually just happened. Okay, B and B. Oh, that was almost really bad, but we got out of it, so we're gonna save and pretend that never happened. Actually, hurries. See, that's the thing though. Like sentient programs, is that really a good idea? Is that really a good idea? Like this is just you know, Chat GPT. Like, is it making the world a better place? Is it just causing more problems? I guess we'll see. But alright, this battle again, because it was so fun the first time. Ooh, fireman, okay. So if I go up here... Can you go to the middle? No. Go down to the bottom. Oh, I was trying to line them both up so I could do 100 damage to both. Chat GPT, but with a brain. Yes. Wow, that took off a whole 100? Ow. Okay, well, that takes care of that anyway. Okay. Now he's mad. All my chips are so slow. Like, when you're encountering an enemy that moves quickly, so many of these chips aren't that great. But... Ugh. Like, where is Roll? That would be a great chip to have right now. Oh. Nicely done. And again, thankfully you get all your health back after each fight, but that's a pretty tough combo, those two enemies there. Again, we need to beef up our folder still as we play. Lots and lots of files here. What can we loot from the old father's office? This is a massive cardboard box. That must be one of those old CRT monitors in here. Those are files, okay? In the fridge. I know there's something we can steal from his lab coat. No? I was sure there was. Alright, just, you know, jack it into a computer without permission. Sounds great. I know there's an item in here somewhere. Maybe in one of these. Instant dinners. Okay, okay. Maybe I'm thinking of something else then. But okay. Doesn't have the power-up program. Let's just leave him a message, okay. He lands me onto the caretaker program. Like, you know, you're in a universe where you can send mail electronically to each other, and yet you're like physically typing something up and handing it over. It's weird. Okay. Anything else in here we can loot though? Yes. Oh, we got the dad address. Gotcha, gotcha. So this is like a virus machine. You can train with it. But I don't think you ever get anything from it, so it's kind of pointless. You'd be better off to just do battles that you actually get rewards from. Want to head home. So that's it for the day. Okay. Interesting, interesting. And yeah, so that's how Megaman Battle Network works. You run around, do some stuff, do some stuff in the real world, do some stuff on the internet, find out that what you were trying to do you can't do, and then you go home and you try again tomorrow. The story of Battle Network. I don't think there's anything else over here yet. No, there's not. Oh, email. From Dad! I'm busy when you came to visit. We have some good news. You managed to compress the power-up program. Megaman talked about it. Enjoy. So, after... Oh, and it's not even like a real power-up. Oh, we got a real power-up as well. Very good. Don't forget to use the menu to equip power-up. See, that's the problem. He could have just sent 2 separate emails with 2 different attachments. But, you know, to put those 2 attachments on the same email, that's risky. P.S. Always listen to your mom. Okay, so with the power-up program... Upgrading charge again could be fun. Or attack this time. One of the 2. I mean, the charge taking off more damage sounds good. So we'll do that. Mega Man's level 16 now. The whole leveling system gets removed after the second game, but I can appreciate what they did in the first game and the second game, but the Navi Customizer is where it's at. Why do you keep coming and going like that? And is that it for today? I guess so. I don't think there's anything else we can do. So like a whole month just passes all of a sudden. You're right. Ugh. But remember, you have weekend class this week. Like freaking Japan! What's wrong with you making people go to school on Saturday? Good morning. Do I feel well? Water's off, so no breakfast. What? Again, I wish there was a way to go back and view text. I don't know what it has been about playing this today. But sometimes the next text box shows up before I think it should, and I press the button and we miss it. So I apologize about that. Thankfully, it hasn't happened too often. I better get going or you'll be late. Overall, though, it sounds like we're going hungry because there's no water. I mean, yeah, if you can't wash your hands, please don't don't go making any hotcakes if you haven't washed your hands first. I could have shut off the water. Weekend class, wow, exactly, Daniel, right? We're having a slow walk to school. What, you too? I thought I just plugged the toilet. I couldn't even wash my face this morning. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Everyone here is just like a big walking germ right now. Oh no, I hope not. Everyone was planning to shower in the school bathroom here. Maybe it's just the neighborhood or something. But yeah, no water. That's a scary thought. So thirsty. I mean, you should have had something bottled in the fridge you could have, you know, drank for the time being. I doubt you were drinking out of the toilet. Maybe he does. You never know. Late again. That's actually kind of funny. I mean, is he just gonna like disappear into the school? Weird. I don't remember that NPC. But alright, where are we going now? Again, it's like it's the weekend. Yes, I have a fever. Well, you look pretty healthy. Hey, if you haven't shoved the swab 10 feet up my nose, apparently you can't tell whether or not I have something. That's my takeaway from the last 2 years. You know where the toilet is? I mean, there's no water anyway. Of course you do, but you can't use it. There's no water. What if I say no? It's near the stairs. You can't see it from here, though. I mean, I don't remember there being a bathroom here. But there's no water, so you can't use it. I don't remember there being a bathroom, but maybe he's just, you know, talking about. Like, I guess there's like a whole side on, you know, of the hall on this side that you can't even see, right? But okay, I think we're good to go into the class here. This isn't my class, or is it though? Stuff without water, but I'm tough. I'll make it. I mean, there must have been some kind of packaged food or something you could have eaten. Alright, well, we're all thirsty, but we can still battle, so that's good. What have we got? I'm gonna use this first. And I should take off more damage with a charge shot now. 520 down to 488. Like, what a weird number. Ooh. Okay, so with that said, should be able to use her now. Again, still waiting to get like the really heavy hitters. And wow, I pressed up before I customized them because I did not remember doing that. You wonder if they have bread in Japan. Could make toast. Yeah, I mean, absolutely they have bread in Japan. And their bread is like perfectly square. It's weird. When I was doing my homestay in Japan, they had toast every morning for breakfast. Along with like a miso soup. And I tried natto, or that fermented bean stuff. It was okay. But of course, you know, like melon pan in Japan. You know, like, that's the thing. Like, you know, there's always the convenience store. The convenience store, 7-Eleven, Family Mart, Lawson's. They are so well stocked with everything that even if the water was off, you could easily go there, buy like a, you know, 2-liter bottle of water for like $1. Everything was a really good price in Japan. Probably not anymore. It seems like everything everywhere has gone up in price. But back when I was there as recently as 2019, Japan had way better prices for food than Canada. Way better. Which is ridiculous considering, you know, they import so much. It's like, why is Canada more expensive? But that's just how we roll up here. In Canada, it's our national pastime to pay more for everything. So a kid in B class is missing. Interesting. It's time for home rule. Well, I want to prove that. Teacher, we don't got no water at my house. Now be quiet. We're going to talk about that in homeroom. Okay. Class, you all know that the town water has stopped. What? Do we know why? We're not sure, so we don't know when it will be fixed. I'm afraid we'll have to... Like, that's the kind of thing, you know, you have the power of everyone having a device in their hands that can receive email. You could have sent that to everyone before they came to class. But I mean, you know, I'm the kind of person who I'd be like, alright, you know, I'll take it. I'll walk home, whatever. As long as I don't get to have to do homework. Don't walk around too much, you'll get thirsty. But if we don't get water soon, again, the store would hopefully have some. Unless it's like, you know, the whole toilet paper thing where everyone's gone out and bought it. But yeah, always keep like a good reserve of stuff, because you never know when you're going to need it. They say the chip shop's going to open today, yay! And the owner is Mr. You-Know-Who. Well, we better go check it out. Better go see Mr. You-Know-Who. And I feel like the next time we see Mr. You-Know-Who is kind of when we might end the stream. It says on the net that there is no water in Den City. Oh no. How will people ever drink or use the bathroom again? I mean, I guess if you don't drink, you won't need to use the bathroom, so suddenly the problem has solved itself. But if we go... Is it open now? Here's a car. Okay. Oh, where'd that store come from? Yeah, it literally was not there when we walked by earlier, but it's Higsby's, everyone! He owns a store now where he shows off his collection to everybody. Better buy him now before the year 2020 comes and everything gets inflated to high heaven. Want to know how to use the chip trader? So when you put chips in the chip trader, you get one new one. Sort of like a lottery. Uh-oh, better ban this game in Europe. The red one takes 3 chips to get one back. The blue one needs 10 and gives more rare chips. And you can use either one, but don't lose all your chips. So I think in the first game, it doesn't save after each time you use the chip trader, so you can abuse the heck out of it. But starting with Megaman Battle Network 2, every time you use the chip trader, the game automatically saves, so what you get is what you get. There's no resetting if you don't like it. But yeah, you can abuse that in the first game, I'm pretty sure, unless they change that. I have no idea what they have changed in these releases. If there's bug fixes, if they updated things that would make it would make some sense to update. So far, I haven't really seen any big changes to Battle Network 1 though. Okay, very good. It's Higsby's store. He's having a sale for his first day. It's Numberman. The mascot Navi of Higsby's shop, Numberman. I think that looks incorrect in the first game. Or is it another Battle Network game where when you examine the sign, there's a really bad typo? But it might have been, so they might have actually done some fixes if that's true. Keep finding these viruses that look like fish. So I came to buy some electricity-based chips. Electricity-based chips are strong against water. Makes enough sense. And here you get the Battle Numberman, which we might as well. He's literally like the easiest boss in the game. So let's do a thing like this. So I should read the strategy guide again. Like I said, I have all the Japanese strategy guides. What is the condition for getting rank S in a boss battle? What page was that on? Somewhere near the front here. Should have remembered the number. Okay, so for boss battles, where does it mention them? So for net navis, okay, so if you beat a navi in 30 seconds or less, that's worth 10 points right off the bat. And then I'm assuming that the other ones are still the same. The movement points, the bonus points, and the damage points. So if you take 0 damage, you get +1 point. So basically, beating a boss in under 30 seconds plus taking no damage gets you an S rank. Understood. Well, we're probably not going to be doing that, but we'll do as good as we can. And our normal shots taking off 2 now is also very nice, because we upgraded the attack. What else can we do here? 50. Not even that good. That's pretty good. Wow, and with the increased attack power, that really helps with taking out the bombs as well. Nice. Alright, almost done. Again, not as fast as it could have been, but you get better chips as the game goes on, and you can come back and take them out no problem. So there's no reason to stress about it now. But yeah, you can get up to... Ooh, what's that? Numberman's chip if you do a good enough job against him. Just like we got Fireman and Roll. And Gutsman. No, yeah, we got Gutsman. He actually gave it to us. Oh! Almost took no damage. I forgot exactly how the dice exploded. But okay, what did we get after all that? Nothing that great. We still got Numberman V1, so I'll take it. Add it to the collection. It says, defeat is a lack of skill rather than a lack of rare chips. This is a man who knows what he wants. So, Cannon E. Why would you ever want Cannon E? Maybe you can do like a super program advance with Cannon A, B, C, D, E in this game? Interesting. Otherwise, he doesn't really, I don't think, have all that great of stuff for sale. Considering he has all this rare stuff, his inventory is not that great. Sorry about the other day. You quit the World 3, huh? Please believe me. So yeah, Higsby is the best character. He's just like, alright, I'm not bad anymore. I was bad for like 5 minutes, but now I'm good, and I collect stuff and sell you the rest. Sell you the crappy extras he finds. I mean, he has this amazing array of chips. He really didn't have all that good of stuff when we talked to him. So what I think we're going to end off here with is a couple rounds of Chip Trader, where we're going to save, And if I don't like what we get, we'll just turn it off without saving, because that's what you can do in the original game. And this is why it's also great to just, you know, do as many battles as you can, because it gives you more stuff to shove into here. So I usually just go like a 1, 2, 3. Shove them in, and what comes out? Like, I don't think we need that. Let's try the 10 one. Every time you gotta order by quantity, it looks like. Alright. Oh, I shouldn't have put a mech guard in because you need those for later. So unless I get something really good out of this, we'll turn it off anyway. And it won't matter. Wait, Okay, it's not going to be good anyway, so I'm not too worried about what exactly it's going to be. Because I'm pretty sure, unless they updated it to where it saves, I really hope they didn't. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Folder. Yeah, folder. Over here. Quantity. As I had 5 of some things before, so let's quit the game and see if it actually saved. Return to title screen. So did I lose my chips? No, it came back. That's funny. That is funny. So they did not update it to save after you use the chip trader in Battle Network 1. So actually, I'm going to take that mech guard back again. Just in case I do get something good. I'm not going to get something good, but just in case. Alright, that's 10 chips. What's it going to be? I'm kind of indifferent to whether I want to keep that or not. Like, I'll get it eventually, right? And H doesn't really fit into my folder. So I think for the time being, I'll probably take those 10 chips back. But that's that! So let's quit the game.
Phew, you must be tired.
Yeah, we played that for like a good 3 hours. That was a lot of fun, everyone. Thanks for joining. So if we go gallery, trophies.
Okay.
So what did we unlock? Take part in more than 100 battles. Like, we already did 100 battles just today. That's great. Earn your first S rank. That was simple enough. Defeat Woodman. So do these span different games, or are they all just like game specific? No, see, this is like a Battle Network 3 one. Feed a virus for the first time in Battle Network 3. Gotcha. In Megaman Battle Network 3, visit the bug frag trader 20 times. Like, I mean, I hope that there's no spoilers in any of these things. Interesting. So yeah, I mean, there's achievements, there's galleries, mystery data, music player. This was a lot of fun. This is really cool. If you're looking for some, you know, awesome Mega Man action, RPG action.
Whenever you want. Cyber Society sure is something.
You can press X to turn it on silent mode. That's sad. What does pressing L do?
So, been getting into any new hobbies lately?
Well, I'm working my way through every NES game.
That's pretty cool. Think I can do it too?
He actually responds to you. That's ridiculous. So you can press L again?
You can connect with a net battler on the other side of the planet whenever you want. Cyber Society sure is something.
Well, I mean, only if there's anyone else there to connect with. I tried earlier.
Want to pick up where you left off?
You said that one already. But this was really neat. Again, it's a full price to Switch game, or it's also on the PS4. But, you know, for all that you get in it, it's really worth it. Remember, this is Battle Network 1, 2, and 3 in Volume 1. But Volume 2 is included with the cartridge as well. And, you know, that gives you the complete Battle Network collection, minus things like, you know, network transmission and such. But thank you, everyone, for checking out the stream today. Hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun playing Mega Man Battle Network for the first time in quite a while. Definitely check it out yourself if you're intrigued. Alright, Mega Man, you can stop singing anytime you want. But I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for stopping by, and hope you have a great rest of your Friday and a great weekend. Assuming I don't you know, stream or do anything else. We'll see. You never know what's going to happen. But with that, thanks, and take care, everyone.